Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Linda and I do post weekly about fashion, so consider subscribing if you're into that sort of thing. Welcome to the family. And so today I have a very interesting video, and I don't say that about every video. I think today's is interesting because it was completely out of my comfort zone. Let's get straight into today's video. If you didn't already think I was crazy, then you might be questioning my sanity now, because pretty much everyone I told that I was doing this was like, are you crazy? Don't do that. And so what I did was, well, let me start from the beginning. I have a bag reveal. I went on the pre-loved market and I got an authenticity verified Chanel bag, and I decided to buy it. And I did buy this a few weeks ago, and I decided I wanted to paint it black. Yes, like the song, I was inspired. I wanted to paint it black because it's a beautiful turquoise color. It was. And I didn't do a bag reveal in its original color, and I kind of regret that, but I did film the process of painting it black. And so I just want to emphasize, I'm not recommending for anyone to paint their bag. It is super risky, but I just had that in mind and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take the plunge, take this bag, because I feel like it was at a decent price point because it was turquoise. And I feel like a lot of people, you know, people gravitate towards black or white, including myself, usually when it comes to clothes, not so much bags. But if this was a smaller bag, I would have absolutely kept it in its beautiful like mermaid turquoise like color. It was so pretty. But this is a big bag. It's like a travel bag, and so I mean, it is a travel bag. It's the On the Road. I'll put the name if that's wrong, but I believe it's called the On the Road Tote. And because of the size, I just felt like I was going to get so much more use of it in black. So I went ahead and bought it, and then I watched a ton of videos online about how to dye leather. And so, you know, that kind of makes me an expert. I'm just kidding. Again, do not try this at home unless you're willing to take that risk, and it could totally backfire. It's been a few days now since this baby has been dyed black, and so that's why I decided I'd film the video now, kind of see if something happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert the clip of just before I was about to dye this bag. And yeah, so you're gonna at least get to see it in its original form. And also what I did was, just so you know the steps, which this was pretty much combined from all the videos I saw, was that you take 100% acetone, rub down the bag, and yes, I agree, that was like terrifying. I was like, what am I doing? I am crazy. But I did it, and honestly the bag was fine. That's just to kind of clean it off, take off any residue that it could have, just have it ready and prepped for the painting process. And then I bought on Amazon the, I think it's called Phoebing's leather dye in black, and then I bought the Resolene just because I saw that that was recommended. After I applied the Resolene, I did actually look into other products, and you don't have to use Resolene. They have like 3 different options of how to kind of finish your bag after you dyed it. And then lastly, I also did use leather conditioner, which I believe it's optional if you use it before the finishing coat or after. So I kind of did it both, and my bag looks fine so far, knock on wood. And okay, so let's roll the clip of when I was about to dye it, and then I'm going to come back with the finished product. So I do love it. I do think this is a beautiful color. I did already go ahead and take off the straps. It was super easy, which is actually why I wasn't afraid to dye this bag, because I know with the other straps that you have to like take the leather out of the chain and all that, and I just figured I might as well just try with something easier. And my dog decided to come say hello. Hi, Coco. And so yeah, so right now all I did to the bag after receiving it was I used acetone, just like I saw a few people mention. And on the inside I'm only going to do this little part right here, of course, just because I don't want to leave it the way it is. And yeah, so wish me luck. I'm kind of nervous. It's my first time dyeing a bag. It is a beautiful bag, but I just know that I will get a lot more use out of this if it's black. It's been almost 48 hours since I dyed the bag, and just to show you it, I'm liking this color. I think it all took really, really well. Honestly, it didn't take me as long as I thought it would, and I did decide to leave this part in its original color just because I thought it was so pretty, and I don't mind it on the inside at all. And then of course I dyed the straps, which was super easy. And now I'm gonna use something called the Phoebing's Resolene, I think is what it's called. So we'll see. I'm gonna do that part and then leather conditioner, and then I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so the finished bag is, I feel like this one deserves a da-da-da-da. Absolutely. I'm so proud of this. It took me just a few hours. I want to say two hours to paint this. So it dries super fast. So you put like the black leather dye on it, and it literally, by the time you've done this section and you've moved on to here, this section's already mostly dry. Like you might get a little bit on your hands. Well, of course wear gloves, but you'll get like just a little bit. So it does dry super fast. You have to kind of move quickly when you do it. And so I did all the front first. I had seen in the video that if you do get some on the CC or on any of the hardware, it literally rubs right off, and that was the case. So I used a tiny little brush, like a extra makeup brush I had lying around, to get into the crevices here. Some people in videos use Q-tips. I just like the brush. I felt like I could get better in there. And then if I did get any on here, I literally just like rubbed it off with a little bit of water and like a little cotton ball. And it came right off so easily. And then after that, I could kind of go quicker and rougher on the edges. I went here. This side was really fast and easy since it hardly has any hardware just there. The reason that I felt so comfortable experimenting with this bag is because it has such easy handles. So you just take these right out, and then you don't have to worry about it like with your typical Chanel bags where you have, you know, this, and you would have to take it completely out, the leather from the chains, before doing something like this. So I thought, why not practice with a bag that is super simple. It's large. I just felt like I honestly did this pretty quickly, and I decided to leave the middle compartment in its natural color. So it is a beautiful color, as you can see. I just felt like it wasn't right for me to travel. Like, I can't picture myself at the airport with a huge turquoise bag. Personally, for my style, I felt like black was just going to be able to match better with everything, especially at the airport. Sometimes I'm wearing like a huge denim jacket, sometimes I'm wearing like a black coat, and so of course turquoise would match, but I feel like this was going to look so much more chic. I really like the size of this bag. I mean, of course, it's like a on-the-road bag. So let me show you how my laptop fits. I have the MacBook Air, and I just slipped it in there. So I can fit probably like at least 4 of my laptop in there. And just to show you the inside of the bag, it has one slip compartment. It has one slip compartment in the back. I mean, zipper compartment. And then it has like the little Chanel logo, and you can put like, I don't know, business cards, lipstick, whatever people put in there. It has this huge zipper compartment, which is what I love about this bag, because I feel like you can put so much in there, like all your goodies that you really want secured when you're at the airport, like passports, wallets, all that can go in there, so it's not like falling out or anything. And then on this side, it has, that has one bigger slip pocket and then one smaller slip pocket. And then if you're wondering why I have like these little dryer sheets in there, someone had said that that helps with the smell, and so I didn't want like that paint smell. It wasn't too strong, but slightly, and so I just kind of put those in to see if it works, and I think it is, because it kind of just smells like laundry now. I'm very happy with the finished product. The Resolene makes it waterproof, which made me just feel so much better. Oh, also, I went only 2 coats of black on here, so the threads still have a little bit of like, almost like a metallic sheen to them, because had I gone a 3rd coat, this would have all completely been more black. But I kind of liked like the hint of the original color kind of popping through, because it's so subtle that you just kind of think it's on purpose. It's like a metallic, vibrant finish, and I cannot be any happier. It really wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, and so it makes me almost, it feels like this was phase 1 and now I'm gonna start being more comfortable dyeing other bags if needed. I'm not gonna go crazy. Like, I'm pretty happy with the colors of my bags already, and there was one that I had considered dyeing, but I'm not gonna do it because I think it's so cute in its color now. But yeah, I'm so insanely happy. I can already tell I'm gonna get so much use out of this. I have a trip planned to Arizona coming up in just a few weeks, and this is going to really get its first actual use because it's going to be at the airport. So it's going to be like filled to the rim with all my stuff, like a big sweater, headphones, everything, all my airport essentials. And so it's going to really, I'm going to see exactly how much wear I could get out of this bag, I feel like, from using it at the airport. Because that's when you kind of beat stuff up, is at the airport, you know? You're like running around kind of roughly. You're not like babying bags or anything. And so that's why I'm happy that this is the bag that I got. Again, just be careful if you are considering. Watch as many videos as you can. Maybe go to a professional. That's what I was originally going to do. I was going to go to my hometown, which they're like leather experts over there, and I was going to have it dyed there. But I'm not sure when I'm going to go back home. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to just take the plunge and do it on my own. Also, the small bottle of Phoebings did this whole bag, and I still had some left, so it was insane. I thought when I first opened the bottle and I saw it was like this big, I thought this is not going to be enough, maybe I shouldn't even start. But I'm glad that I did, because I even have, I think, at least this much left to spare. That wraps up today's video. I do hope you found it useful and informative in one way or the other. I know it was risky, but I'm so happy that I did it. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I will catch you all for next week's video. Bye!